Hello and welcome to Health and Wellness Master Session. Here we invite experts from different spheres of health and wellness to come and share their knowledge and experiences with us. A part of Ogilvy's open knowledge initiative called Making Health Matter. For a pharma brand manager, OTC marketing is very delightful. This is possibly because of the fact that it's the most complete experience in marketing in healthcare, and actively engaging all the stakeholders, be they doctor, the retailer, or including the patients and the consumer. The biggest draw here, obviously, is direct-to-consumer advertising. Globally, OTC is a large business. However, in India, the dynamics of healthcare marketing are very different. Prescription drugs are not very expensive because we are a land of generics. And let's be honest, not all drugs call for prescriptions. And so a lot goes into making the switch from RX to OTC. To tell us more about this, we have invited today for the master session Nikhilesh Kalra. Nikhilesh is the general manager for consumer healthcare business of Sanofi India. In his role here, Nikhilesh has overseen the transformation of the business from one advertised brand in 2017 to 5 as of now. And his team is recognized to be the best in class for in-store execution. Prior to joining Sanofi, Nikhilesh was a part of Reckitt and Benckiser's OTC business from different countries including UK, Middle East and Southeast Asia. Nikhilesh is also a part of OPPI's OTC committee, which is helping to formulate new guidelines for OTC in India. Over to Nikhilesh to share with us what makes a successful RX to OTC switch.
In determining whether it's the right time, the first thing to look at it is from the medical perspective. And there's two things that we need to look at there. The first is the category appropriate for self-medication? For complex health conditions, you're best off getting advice from a healthcare professional. But for relatively minor ailments, like coughs and cold and things like that, you may be okay to self-medicate. Even within a category, different molecules will have different safety profiles. So you may need to look at what are the side effects of medication, what is the probability of side effects, and what are the consequences. Those are things to be kept in mind. Then you go into the commercial aspects of it. From a commercial thing, the first thing to look at is what is the consumer benefit of going OTC. You need to look at access. Does it mean that they get it much more easily than before? Is it a lot cheaper because you don't need to get a prescription by making it OTC? But if you're thinking consumer first, you're more likely to win in making the brand OTC. The third is to look at the stage of the brand itself. Is the brand large enough? A larger brand with a lot of awareness, with a lot of usage experience that people have, is more likely to go OTC because people are more likely to trust it as it goes OTC. So those are factors to be kept in mind. The first challenge will be regulatory. The regulator in the country concerned needs to be reassured that it is in the consumer's interest and in the interest of the healthcare system in general for the molecule or the brand to become OTC. And for that, you usually will be required to submit a dossier. It is worth noting that in India, there is no clear pathway that's been laid out for an RX to OTC switch. That's something that we hope will come in the future. The second challenge that needs to be looked at is from a perspective of organizational preparedness. The things that are required to succeed, to make an OTC brand succeed, are quite different than those that are required to make an RX brand succeed. You need to look at the entire marketing mix from a very different lens, from the lens of a consumer rather than the lens from a doctor. And lastly, you need to have a certain amount of financial commitment because it will require upfront investments. The third thing that you need to look at is from the different sets of stakeholders, whether it's a doctor, it's the pharmacist or the consumer, and look at how they will react to your brand being taken OTC. How will the doctor react? What will the consumer think of the brand as it goes OTC? Once you've thought of all of those things, you're on your way to addressing the challenges that this will place. There isn't one standard way in terms of addressing the specific challenges that you face in a switch. From a regulatory perspective, you need to look at the nature of the switch. Are you the first molecule in that category which is undergoing a switch? Or is it a subsequent molecule? That level of complexity between those two situations is quite different. From a commercial perspective, you need to look at the reactions of the three key stakeholders, from consumers, your customers, even your competition. And how they react will help you be prepared. So the more questions we ask to ourselves ahead of the switch, the better prepared we will be. The biggest mistake that companies often do is treat this as binary, which means that if they are going OTC, they stop all engagement with the doctor. The doctor often continues to be an important stakeholder even after the brand has gone OTC. There's a widespread belief that once a brand goes OTC, doctors will stop prescribing it. Data from switches in a number of countries, including a few in India, has shown that that isn't necessarily the case. What you do afterwards matters quite a lot. Doctors will often continue to be prescribing an OTC brand because they believe in the quality of the brand and their own in-clinic experience has been good. So they'll write it regardless of whether the brand's gone OTC. In other cases, you might require the doctor's help to just not de-recommend the brand because consumers may be aware of it. They might ask the doctor about it, and the doctor needs to you need to make sure that the doctor doesn't de-recommend it in that situation. The other person you need to look out for is the pharmacist, because the pharmacist is a key stakeholder in this whole process as well. It's important that ahead of the switch, we do a complete stakeholder audit, look at how different stakeholders will react, and then be prepared in any situation. Sanofi has a pretty good track record in terms of switches. So the example that I'd pick is one of our own, which is the Allegra switch in the US. For context, Allegra was already the most prescribed antihistamine in the US before the switch. And then when they did the switch, they did everything right. It started with heavy A&P support from the company as well as from the retail partners who were part of the switch. The message to consumers was spot on, that you've got now the prescription strength Allegra available OTC without the cost or the time that you take to otherwise get a prescription. And the last thing that they did was that they continued the support for a period of time. In terms of my mantras for a successful switch, the most important is to think consumer first. There needs to be a clear consumer benefit from the switch, and then you are more likely to succeed. And the second thing, which I can't say enough, is around preparedness. It's preparedness from an organizational perspective in terms of the skills that are required for an RX to an OTC switch, as well as from a mindset. All of those things are important, and if we do all of that, we are very likely to succeed.